In a realm on the edge of destruction, a lonely soul named Xiang Ye awakens to a world of prophecy and betrayal. With a horned girl by his side and a desperate mission to save a dying demon tribe, he must uncover hidden powers and defy doubt to become the unlikely hero they need. Can he unravel the treachery and unleash his true potential, or will darkness prevail? The fate of a dying world rests in his hands, bound by a mysterious ring and a journey of courage. Lonely and friendless, Xiang Ye's world takes a dramatic turn as he awakens from a nap to find himself in a different realm. Startled by the presence of a horned girl in his house, he realizes that something extraordinary is happening. The girl, known as Isabella Osa, questions his identity as the true prophet, a role that demands possession of a magical ring like hers. Surprisingly, Xiang Ye reveals that he obtained his ring from a street store, casting doubt on his prophetic abilities. However, the priest remains adamant that they summoned him for a reason and discloses the urgent task ahead. Xiang Ye must save the demon tribe from extinction. Amidst confusion and a thirst for answers, Xiang Ye learns from Isabella that her peace treaty with humans was undermined by her own commander's betrayal. Weakened and devoid of her powers, Isabella seeks Xiang Ye's assistance. Yet disappointment sets in as the others deem him useless. As Isabella's energy wanes further, she undergoes a transformation, resembling a human girl, and blames Xiang Ye for draining her remaining strength. Abruptly, the looming threat of humans entering their realm compels Isabella and Xiang Ye to flee. The priest, selflessly sacrificing himself to buy them time, instructs them to escape. Isabella, torn but with no choice, watches tearfully as the priest teleports them away. Just when they believe safety is within reach, Tol's Angus, an adversary in pursuit of the demon queen, emerges. Driven by a thirst for revenge, Isabella concocts a plan for retaliation. However, their actions are interrupted by a human attack, prompting the girls to contemplate sacrificing themselves for Isabella's escape. Promising to protect Isabella at all costs, Xiang Ye refuses to let their sacrifice go in vain. They make their daring escape, encountering human knights on their path. Fueled by anger at the loss of her subordinates, Isabella unleashes her fury upon the knights. However, Xiang Ye steps in, determined to prevent further bloodshed. As tensions rise, a knight accuses demons of brainwashing humans. In a bid to prove their innocence, Xiang Ye humbles himself before the knight, eventually persuading him to see the truth. Their savior reveals himself as Sophisis, leader of the White Dragon Knight Squadron. Grateful for his intervention, Xiang Ye expresses his thanks and prepares to listen to Sophisis's words. Sharing their harrowing past, Xiang Ye explains their capture by demons at a young age, introducing Isabella as his wife, also a captive. Sophisis believes their story and offers Xiang Ye his cape for modesty. Determined to reach the human being tribe city, they set off, despite Isabella's initial reluctance. Arriving at the city, Xiang Ye is amazed by the reverence shown to the knights by the human population. Isabella adopts the name Yi Bei to avoid recognition. They soon encounter Tol's Buri, a member of the royal family who outranks Sophisis as the regent's son. Buri reveals the young king's order to kill the demon queen, prompting Sophisis to question the actions of the Red Dragon Knights who lie ahead on their path. Guro Dita, Sophisis's father and the imperial leader, arrives, exposing his political differences with the regent. The arrival of the Red Dragon Knights, bearing the impaled head of the priest, ignites Isabella's thirst for revenge. Xiang Ye manages to calm her, but he vows to take down Angus. Guro and Angus decide to visit the king together, leaving Buri behind. They bring Xiang Ye and Isabella to their new home, a place that astounds Xiang Ye with its sheer size. Elena, one of the servants, introduces herself and offers to provide them with sustenance. In the royal court, Angus and Guro come face to face with the young king, who commends Angus for fulfilling his mission. However, Guro opposes Angus, arguing that killing the demon queen instead of pursuing a peace treaty was a grave mistake. Guro warns of the impending war and the heavy toll it would exact on humanity. Angus justifies his actions, citing a promise of strengthened intertribal relations with Lillian as the new queen. He presents a letter outlining their agreement to the king. Delighted with Angus's report, the king dismisses Guro's concerns and places his trust in Angus's hands. While this decision brings joy to Angus, it leaves Guro disappointed. Meanwhile, Xiang Ye contemplates returning to his own world. In a surprising turn, Sophisis joins him in the bath and reveals plans to search for Xiang Ye's lost family. Xiang Ye fabricates a story, claiming to have been brainwashed by demons, and feigns memory loss about his past. They discuss Sophisis's captive brother and the strained relationship between his father and the regent. Later, Elena guides Xiang Ye to his room, where he unintentionally encounters Isabella changing. They discuss their forced marriage and the need to maintain the facade of a married couple. In an attempt to make Elena leave, they engage in a fake display of intimacy, but their act escalates, leading to Isabella striking Xiang Ye. Curious about the rings, Xiang Ye inquires about their significance and attempts to use them to return to his own world, but his efforts prove fruitless. Meanwhile, Elena encounters Sophisis, who discloses his connection to Xiang Ye. Their encounter takes an intimate turn. The next day, Xiang Ye wakes up to find new clothes provided by Elena. While Elena goes outside in search of Isabella, she witnesses an impressive display of training skills by Sophisis and Isabella. Sophisis extends an invitation to join them for a meal and offers them a place to stay, but Isabella insists on departing. A flashback unveils the history of humans being terrorized until the formation of Dragon Knight squadrons. Isabella aspires to become an exemplary student in a prestigious school, seeking strength through education. Xiang Ye sees this as their only means of escape from the human kingdom. Isabella harbors a desire for revenge, but Xiang Ye convinces Sophisis that their true purpose is to rescue other humans trapped within the demon tribe. They enroll in the school with the intention of acquiring the necessary skills to lead their tribe. 2 months later, they face a crucial entry test. Unfortunately, Xiang Ye fails the test, but he strikes up a friendship with a fellow student named Alex Air. They proceed to the magic and fencing branches. Within the school, a conflict erupts between the fencing and magic instructors, Dorona and Icy, as they vie for the training field. Xiang Ye intervenes, saving an elderly man from the powerful clash. Dorona questions Xiang Ye's presence, and he explains his purpose. They decide to test their strengths using a special sphere, and Isabella astonishes everyone with her latent power. As a result, Isabella joins the magic branch, while Xiang Ye contemplates pursuing mastery in swordsmanship. In a test fight, Isabella faces off against Buri and astounds everyone with her impressive skills. Meanwhile, eager to measure his own powers, Xiang Ye is disheartened when he is deemed powerless. However, Isabella comes to his defense and declares her unwavering determination to protect him. Undeterred, Xiang Ye continues his search for a suitable branch and stumbles upon the forging class led by Master Ashtone Martin. Martin showcases the incredible power of gold alignment crystals and imparts the art of forging to Xiang Ye. Intrigued and inspired, Xiang Ye joins Martin's branch and receives a brush to begin his forging classes. Amidst these personal endeavors, tensions rise within the palace as Guro confronts Angus about the planned executions and the imminent attack on the East Tribe. Unknown to Xiang Ye, a sinister plot unfolds in the palace. Manipulated by Angus, Sophisis kills Mokia, the sword god. Guro becomes aware of Angus's true intentions, leaving the king in a state of petrification. Meanwhile, as Xiang Ye explores the academy, he discovers the option to live on campus or return to the mansion through portals. Sophisis and Guro make an attempt to reason with the king, but only Guro is granted access. Growing suspicious, Sophisis encounters Sato, who drops hints about a power transfer. In the North Campus, Xiang Ye decides to stay and stumbles upon Isabella changing. They engage in a discussion about the Academy's control over its students and the necessity for Isabella to regain her strength before they can consider an escape. Isabella feels disheartened by the expectations placed upon leaders in the demon tribe. However, Xiang Ye reassures her, promising to guide her back to the tribe as their queen, utilizing his chosen branch of forging. Isabella reveals that she has chosen both the magic and fencing branches to regain her strength swiftly. As they discuss their plans, Isabella discovers Xiang Ye in her bed, playfully threatening him with a sword. Xiang Ye retreats to the floor to contemplate his creations. The following day, Isabella wakes up to find statues and other intricate creations crafted by Xiang Ye. Intrigued, she plans to inquire about them later. In the forge class, Xiang Ye arrives with a bicycle, astonishing his peers. Martin takes it for a test ride but ends up breaking it, disappointing everyone. Determined to make amends, Xiang Ye promises to create another one, but realizes he lacks the necessary resources. Curious about the potential of his magic brush, Xiang Ye attempts to recreate objects from his world, but fails due to his limited understanding of their workings. Martin provides him with a new gold alignment stone, explaining the various types and their prices. Additionally, Martin unveils his rare lunar stone, a source of unlimited power, but one that extracts the user's consciousness. Meanwhile, Sophisis grows increasingly worried about his distraught father, and Isabella trains diligently in fencing, feeling the weight of her weakened state without her full power. Upon returning home, Isabella discovers stone sculptures crafted by Xiang Ye, including blueprints for steam machines. She admonishes him for potentially exposing their true identities. The following day arrives, and the students gather to receive news that Martin, their esteemed teacher, has embarked on a perilous journey to negotiate fair prices in the gold alignment mines. These inflated prices have caused mounting tension as the proceeds are intended to fund military services. In a surprising turn of events, Martin sets out alone, braving the dragon-infested mines in search of precious gold alignment stones. Meanwhile, Xiang Ye, desperate to aid his master, he strikes a deal with his friend Alex and takes on the daunting task of constructing a car to rescue Martin. Against all odds, Xiang Ye and his makeshift team venture to the treacherous mines. At the mines, Martin encounters resistance from the knights guarding the precious resources. However, he displays unwavering determination and emerges victorious, securing the much-needed gold alignment stones. But their challenges are far from over as they face a confrontation with the cunning refinery master and the scheming regent's family. Xiang Ye and his group unleash their combined power, triumphing over their adversaries. As they make their way back to the kingdom, they encounter further obstacles in the form of the Purple Knights. However, their course is altered when Sophisis, revealing his true allegiance and astounding powers, intervenes to protect them. Returning to the palace, they confront the king about the exorbitant price increase, leading to surprising revelations and consequential decisions. Despite their hard-won triumphs, tragedy strikes when Sophisis learns of his father's tragic fate. Amidst the turmoil, Isabella and Xiang Ye find themselves at odds over their branch choices for the upcoming festival. Uncertain about their next move, they mourn the loss of Guro and take time to reflect on their past experiences. In the shadows, Angus continues his secret missions and recruits an archer to target Xiang Ye. If you liked the video, subscribe. Here is another video for you to watch more.